Hey, it's Grover with Old Ones with Dice. So this week I am at Adepticon. So got here sometime Wednesday morning. Played BattleTech in the free area. Did a few. Started to see some of the vendors that are set up outside. Mostly just kind of setting up Wednesday. Thursday was the opening of the vendor area, and I've been meaning to do some videos on this, but it's just been crazy. Have you ever been to Adepticon? You'll know that there's so much to do that you just never have time to get everything you want to get done and see everything you want to see. So I spent a lot of time exploring, looking around, trying to find different things. So I really look for the independent games and different games, stuff that's unique to this convention. So a couple things I have found so far. Let's see. Micro Art Studio. I've done some builds of their terrain. Now they are out of Poland, so getting them in the United States can be it's either pretty good shipping, kind of hard to find it here in the States. So, but they do have a booth here. I was able to get more of the Sigma 5 Sigma Precinct set. Love this stuff. Um, again, Micro Art Studio. Excellent pre-done terrain. You may have seen it in any of our battle reports. You've probably seen some of this terrain. And I have done videos talking about building this stuff. It's easy to put together and it looks great on the table. Let's see, kind of went through, stopped over at Modifius. And again, not an American company, so sometimes it's kind of hard to find it. I needed to get the 5 parsecs from home compendium. I want to do some solo reports, kind of campaign work using 5 parsecs from home, which is a great sci-fi skirmish solo system. And this is kind of the compendium to expand extra stuff for it. And I've been looking for this. Finally found it here at Adepticon. Stopped over at the Vallejo booth, and used to be able to find these in stores more often. They changed up a lot of their color patterns, and it's hard to tell off a computer what color something is, but these are actual color guides that they make. Oh, let's see. This is the model color, game air. We have the game color, express color. Different. These are all the color guides for their various different paints. Something that you want to, if you want to order online like I have to, that this is something you're going to look for. And they also have their full catalog. And again, a lot of this stuff is in here again. A lot of their products, basically everything they sell. This is just, you can pick it up at their booth here at Adepticon. Let's see. Played some games. I did a naval victory at sea game. Went pretty exciting. You actually see me on the Facebook page. The guy next to me did a one-shot kill on the HMS Hood, first salvo of the game. Kind of historically accurate, and it was big enough that people outside of the convention were texting me because they saw my picture and thought I did it. I did not. I did one-shot the HMS Nelson, the next, my first salvo, but there was some lucky rolling going on there, and I actually felt bad for that British player. But part of doing that, I got a paint set here. This is Oscam. Now this is AK. I've never used AKs. I've heard some really good things about it. And actually, this was a gift, participation, for playing the game. Um, but again, got some things to try out. Now, one of the big things is we went to keynote address for Infinity. Now, I'm not a big Infinity player, and I'm actually not an Infinity player at all. And I'm kind of vaguely curious about the system. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to talk to Jet sometime here. He can kind of give me the lowdown on how to get started. But for attending the keynote, we got a free, I think this is last year's Adepticon exclusive. So I was able to get my hands on that. Now, right after that was the War Machine keynote. Now, if you just saw my other video about War Machine, and I was a little bit kind of cautious. I like what they're doing with the models. I like the fact that a new company's kind of taken over, kind of putting some life in it, but I didn't know how it was going. Well, basically, at that keynote address, it's almost as if they had watched my previous videos and dressed everything. It was, to the point of one of the co-owners actually said, "I'm old. I want physical rule books. I want physical cards." which I think is exactly what I said. And it's really nice to see kind of an attitude from these guys that they really want to make a great experience for the players. These guys clearly love the game. I mean, really love the game. It really came out not only in the keynote but also in the Q&A afterwards. You know, these guys could just giddy with excitement about the stuff that they've got planned, and we were able to get some exclusives. So we got the Bo Bodon. You can read that. This is an Adepticon exclusive. I was able to get my hands on this. Had to wait in line for an hour to get into it because they're only selling 25 of these a day. So a friend of mine wanted this, so I made sure to run over there and grab that. But there's a lot of Gravedigger products coming out, and so I was able to get my hands on the new Signar battle group. This is one of that I was very excited. And I think in my War Machine video, I said, hey, if they're going to come out with some units that I really like, I'm really excited about, like Gravediggers. And again, here they are. Yes, we have Gravediggers. So the Gravediggers are out. You know, I was able to get this a little bit early because at Adepticon, again, 25-day they're selling. So I got this battle group, and then you know what is her name? Cynthia Roscoe, Alistair Kane's daughter, a grown-up daughter. So, you know, going again back to the lore. You know, in that keynote they address those issues. They have a Humble Bundle where all the old lore in the RPG content is available. You can buy it through Humble Bundle as digital outlet. So if you want to catch up on things, you know, because I think a lot of that lore that I was missing was in the RPG. I didn't play the RPG. Didn't really want to buy the RPG, but I guess a lot of the lore is expanded in there and nowhere else. So should be able to get my hands on that now really cheap. Let's see what else we got. Went over to Black Sites. Went over to Black Site Studios. Got their mobile arms, endless Destiny mobile arms. Their Adepticon exclusive frame. Picked that up. Somewhere in there, hopefully. Oh, I don't know where it is. There's a set of dice somewhere. I don't know where. Somewhere I got to do a set of dice for them. Hamatsu, the Adepticon 25 model for that. And let's see. Somewhere I got some dice too. I don't know, I misplaced them. Probably in my bag somewhere. I also made it over to the blackout table. Had a really good time talking to them. Picked up a few things. They have their Adepticon exclusive model, which I'm going to show you in a bit, a bigger version of this, because I actually won that. I ran through a tournament with them. Came in last, but I did get best painted. But they gave out some really cool swag. So best painted, I was able to get my hands on one of their super cool sweatshirts. So I got one of their cool sweatshirts, and they gave out, I was able to also get the Harlow First Reactor Force, their expansion pack. So this is going to have, I think there's 2 more cards worth of models in there. We got those ready to go. I also did purchase on my own set of the tokens. I'm not going to show them to you because I actually opened them up and used them in the tournament today. But I also then picked up one of the Blacklist, one of these expansions. So these are, again, 2 cards worth of models that you can swap into other forces. Man, what else? Oh, template. So this template almost lost me stuff. Had it in my plastic bag, and when I got from Black Site Studios. Apparently, it didn't like being in that bag because it cut a hole in the bottom as I'm walking. Luckily, I was on the escalator, so we heard it when my Black Site Studios dice fell out of the bag from the hole that this created. I talked to Julian over at Black Site Studios. He said that's actually a feature. They do that on purpose because they don't want the games mixed up. So had a good time. Ran into the creator. I believe it was Tanner, who now owns In Country. I believe his name is Tanner. Apologies if I got that wrong. And Julian, who is doing Blackout. And had a really good conversation with him last night, actually, kind of joking about that. And a lot of other things, talking about the old, me buying miniature STL files from Julian back before he created any games. And so hopefully talk to him. I'll probably see them again tomorrow. Like right now, it is 9 o'clock Friday night. I am tired. Been here. This is day 2, day 3, losing track of days. And last night was a late night. I didn't get back to the hotel until about 1 o'clock because of the keynote addresses. But I did want to I got to get this stuff back to the hotel, get it packed away. And I wanted to do this video and show people what I've been getting so far. See if I've got anything else. Oh, I did stop at Barron's Dice. Got some more machine dice, and I finally got some of my own BattleTech marker dice. I think, other than my Blacksite Studios Endless Destiny dice. I'm not sure where those ended up. Oh, there. Got a set of dice. They're in my bag. So these are the unique dice just for Endless Destiny Mobile Arms. So really need to get another set. So anyway, if yeah, I'm tired. Hopefully going to edit this up a little bit later. I think everything's probably reversed because the camera, the lighting's bad, but hopefully I can get some better videos. And I do want to do some interviews tomorrow, talking to some of the independent game designers. There's, I saw games of Mech 28. Game I've never seen at a table. Found a group of people playing that. Kind of got to go back into the bowels of the convention and the back corners, but it's out there. There's a lot of independent stuff being produced and kind of show people come and bring in their games. It's one of the things I like about it. I don't go much into Asmodee's, Marvel and Star Trek hall. I don't go into the 40K hall very much. I just kind of want to see what the creatives are doing, what those people are, those independent smaller companies are producing. Some of those guys are seeing in the vendor hall this year, and a lot of these guys are kind of at the outskirts, on the peripheral of the convention, and that's where I kind of wander around a lot. So this, so I am going to go back to the hotel, get some sleep, and we're going to start this again tomorrow. And hopefully we'll get some good video content for tomorrow. I want to do some interviews tomorrow, and there's some different games I've been kind of going around talking to some people and kind of making some arrangements. So anyway, till next time, this has been Grover, Old Ones with Dice.